The faith tech industry is booming, and religious apps that are rocketing to the top of the Apple App Store and the other app stores. The Bible app has more than 30 million downloads, and Hallow, a Catholic app, beat Netflix, Instagram, and TikTok for the #1 spot in that store at one point last year. Plus, tens of millions of people are confessing to spiritual chatbots their deepest secrets. Let's welcome in our next guest, Senior Pastor at Grace Community Church in Auburn, Washington, Pastor Jesse Bradley. Pastor, it's good to see you again. Tell me about these bots, how the faith communities are using them to reach their flocks and grow their flocks using AI.
Chris, thanks for covering this important topic. We're really seeing the best and the worst. What we know is that there's a hunger for God and people are seeking, and they're going online. Now, the good news is that with global media outreach, we've shared with over 3 billion people they can have a relationship with God and seen millions turn to Jesus, his death and resurrection. Now, we also have justchoosehope.org, and people are getting into the Word at home with families. There's great resources, and you mentioned several of the apps, the YouVersion Bible app. But the downside is that when people are communicating, some of these apps pretend to be God's voice, and some of it doesn't line up with the Bible. Also, who finds out? Is the privacy really there? So we're seeing a mixture, but there's great potential online, and we also need to be very discerning.
Right. Well, let's talk about that darker side of these bots. We've seen increased reports that AI chatbots have encouraged harmful behaviors, including self-harm and suicide, particularly among vulnerable teenagers. As with all things, the public has got to be vigilant with any new technology coming on board, yes?
That's right, because we can use it for the good, God does amazing things, or we can let corruption happen. And a lot of people are lonely. They might not have the friendships. A lot of people don't have a church home, a place to worship, a community of faith, and so they're going online. And as you said, there's a lot of teenagers. That's their go-to. And some people feel safe to let their guard down and be transparent. But the question is, who's on the other line? And we need to build relationships in person. We've got to go beyond our phone. I think it's great to have content on the phone that's uplifting, inspiring, and that's a great starting point. And you've got to go to where people are. 5 billion cell phones, right? So people are going to be there. You're not going to stop this. But we can't let false teaching take over. And we need to be intentional. And so many churches have live streaming. Many churches now are discovered online first. And at the same time, we can't just assume because it's online it's true. So do your fact check, know your Bible, and don't be duped or deceived by false teaching.
That is so well put. Pastor Bradley, it's always good to see you, sir. Come back and let us know about the latest innovations as they come online. Thank you, sir.